Hello everyone, it's nice to meet you again. In this video, we are going to discuss questions related with Newton's law of motion and connected particles. So this is the first question. Particle C of mass 4 kilograms is connected to particle D of mass 5 kilogram by a light inextensible string that passes over a smooth pulley at the edge of a table. C is on the table 1.5 meters from the pulley. D is suspended vertically below the pulley and 0.6 meters above the floor. Both particles are held in the position with the string taut until they are released. In the subsequent motion, D hits the floor and remains at rest on the ground, and C experiences a resistive force of 23 newtons as it is pulled across the table. Find the distance of C from the pulley when it comes to rest. So first, we need to draw the diagram. This is a particle C on the table and is connected to particle D by a string that passes through a smooth pulley. And then on particle C, there is a resistive force 23 newtons and it is pulled by the tension of the string T, and that particle C also 1.5 meters from the pulley. On particle D, the weight of particle D is 5 times 10, 50 newtons, and particle D is 0.6 meters above the ground, above the floor. And then there is also tension on the string on the particle D. Now using Newton's second law, we are going to find the acceleration of the system. First, the acceleration of the system before D hits the ground. We are using Newton's second law. The net force is equal to mass times acceleration. For object C, as you can see from the diagram, object C will move to the right. So the equation for object C using Newton's second law is tension minus 23 is equal to 4 times A. The mass of particle A is 4 kilograms. And then for particle D, D will move downward. So the equation, we are going to use agreement that the positive direction is following the direction of the motion, which is downward. So the equation for particle D is 50 minus tension is equal to 5A. And then to find acceleration, we can eliminate the tension by adding both equations. So we add the first and the second equation to eliminate the tension. So the equation become 27 is equal to 9A. So the acceleration is equal to 3 meter per second square. And then D move 0.6 meters before it hits the ground. We are going to find the final speed of particle D or particle C until just before D hit the ground. So we use the kinematics formula V squared is equal to u squared plus 2as. So 0 is equal to 2 times 3 times 0.6. V is equal to square root of 3.6 meter per second. So just before D hits the ground, the speed of both C and D are square root of 3.6 meter per second. Now after D hits the ground, the string becomes slack. And there is no more tension. So particle D is on the ground now, but particle C continue its movement to the right, but with different acceleration. In fact, because there is resistance on particle C, now particle C will decelerate until stop. So we are still using this equation for particle C, but we just remove the tension, because once particle D hits the ground, there is no more tension on particle C because the string becomes slack. So sigma F is equal to m times A on particle C. The equation become negative 23 equals 4A. So the acceleration is negative 5.75 meter per second square. The negative sign means that now particle C decelerates. And then again, using the same formula, V squared equals U squared plus 2AS, we can find S2, the distance traveled by particle C until it stops. The U itself is the final speed that we found on the first stage of the motion, that is before particle D hits the ground. The V is square root of 3.6. So the equation 0 is equal to 3.6 square root of 3.6 squared plus 2 times negative 5.75 S2. So the value of S2 is 0.313. And then the question asks to find the distance of C from the pulley when it comes to rest. So since initially particle C is 1.5 meters from the pulley, now the distance of particle C from the pulley become 1.5 minus 0.6 meter S1 minus S2 0.313. The final answer is 0.587 meters. So students, this is the second question about connected particle. Let's read the question together. Particle A of mass 2 kilograms lies on a rough plane inclined at an angle theta to the horizontal, where cos theta is equal to 8/17. The coefficient of friction between A and the plane is 1/4. Particle A is connected to particle B of mass 3 kg by light inextensible string which lies along a line of greatest slope of the plane and passes over a smooth pulley. The system is initially held at rest, with B hanging vertically 2 meters above the ground. The system is released. Find A, the initial acceleration of B, and the second one, find also the tension. So since in the question the value of cos theta is 8/17, we can conclude that sin theta is equal to 15/17. And then we complete, this is the complete free body diagram of particle A and particle B. For particle A, the weight of A is 2 times 10, 20 Newton. It can be splitted into WAX and WAY. WAX is 20 sin theta, 20 times 15/17. WAX is 17.65 newtons. And then for WAY, perpendicular to the plane, it is 20 cos theta is equal to 9.41 newton. And then there is also normal contact force on particle A. We need the normal contact force, which is the same as WAY, to find the friction force. The friction force between particle A and the plane is 2.35 newtons. And then using Newton's second law, net force is equal to mass times acceleration. We apply this one to particle A and B respectively. For particle A will move up the plane. So up the plane is the positive direction for particle A. The equation resolving the force in x direction parallel to the plane, the equation will be the tension minus WAX. WAX is 17.65 Newton minus friction force, which we have found before, 2.35, is equal to mass times A, 2 times A. And then for particle B, the equation will be 30 minus T, because B moved downward. So the positive direction for particle B is downward. 30 minus T is equal to 3A. And then we add both equations to eliminate the T. And we have equation in terms of A only. 5A is equal to 10, so A is 2 meter per second square. And then for finding the tension, it's very easy since we know the value of A already. So the tension, we can use either the first or the second equation. This time I think it's better to use the second equation because it is easier. So 30 minus T is equal to 3A. 30 minus T is equal to 3 times 2. The tension is 24 newtons. Okay, students, I think that's the end of our discussion related with connected particles. I hope this video can help you to understand the concept of connected particles and how to deal with problems involving connected particles. See you in our next video, and thank you for watching.